I just watch, and I told you the plan already. Sorry.
Can't believe you did this to me. Come on, please, don't give up on us like this. You know I love you. Okay, we can give it another try. I can't believe you did this to me again. You're crushing me. But do you understand how you played a role in pushing me to do that? How can you keep doing this to me? I thought you were getting better. What the are you even talking about? I didn't do anything to you. I can't do this anymore. We're meant to be together. Don't you remember the beautiful future that we planned? Don't you still want those things with me? Yeah, I do. You said last time was the last time. I don't deserve this. Yeah, you're right. I'm a horrible person. I'm up in the head. You deserve better than this. Just go ahead and leave me like everybody else. That victim starting to look real fake. What, were you gonna say something? Don't even bring it up. There's no point. He's just gonna gaslight you anyway. Nope. I know what he's doing, but it's okay. Just observe. Hey, beautiful. You're being a little quiet today. Yep, just tired. I have this new business idea and it's gonna make us rich. We're gonna be a power couple. Why does he look and sound lame as all of a sudden? Oh, okay. Hey, I'm done. Come on, man. Come on. I swear I'm gonna change this time. Please, you can't be done with me. Come on. Ew. Bye.
It's a scary role. And very true. What other people say about it. Yeah. It's scary how accurate this is. I could see the blackness in his eyes towards the end. The way his face would change and he would just look disgusted with me when I brought up a problem I was having. I'm so happy I left him almost 7 months ago now. Congrats. It's not always easy to leave. Not because we don't want to leave, and because it's practically it's super hard and you don't know what to expect. Our very last in-person conversation, I was kind of telling him exactly how I felt, less emotional. More so, telling him he's going to reap what he has sown in this season and how he treated me, and he was the man he told me he didn't want to be. I promised with everything that a man's face turned into a serpent as I was talking. Nothing behind his eyes. It actually terrified me to realize I was talking to a spirit. The black eyes is a real thing. It took some time, but I could finally see him. Have anyone experienced like him, looking into the nothing and smiling? And when that mask cracks, they go for a total new look, trying to revert back to looking 80 again for the next victim. Well, or using what's the app? Facetune AI filters. Okay, this is so accurate to what I went through. It's actually scary. I remember right before I left, I realized it was the first time I didn't cry in response to his behavior. This is the beginning of the end, and congratulations on that. My body was over and it fully checked out. So crazy. When we are in these relationships, we are in the middle on it. We cannot believe that something like that can actually happen to us. We can immediately, not immediately, but at some point we will just check out of the relationships like this, and we're not gonna feel anything at all. Just gonna be seeing the real face of the person, the real spirit, bad spirit. Might try to say he was approved for $1 million life insurance and put me as a benefactor. but then said he didn't have the money for it. Six years of dealing with this stuff over here. The most validation I ever got about my experiences. I mean, this videos. Well, okay. 6 years of dealing. Yes. Okay. The business idea triggered me because, yes, mine hit me with that out of nowhere as a last stage attempt when I started detaching. Let's start a car detailing business. Now, let's talk about how you've been draining the soul out of me. Like, even if the business will start, even if the person won the lottery or won a casino, girls and boys, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're gonna ruin your life. It's not worth it. There's no kind of money that can fix you after. You'll get into addictions, into depression, into anxiety, and you don't want that. And meanwhile, you have to understand, the longer you stay, the less chances you have to leave. So when you have an opportunity to leave, it's better to leave. If you feel like you feel uncomfortable with this person, if you feel like this person might be a narcissist, there's no need to figure it out. There's no need to give 100 chances. It's better to leave if you have this feeling, because otherwise you never know how it's gonna end after, and if you will be able to live alive. Definitely, it's very eye-opening when the true appearance starts to become visible. My ex legit looks like the monster from Goonies. He told me that I wasn't hot enough and could easily be replaced. Guess he was just projecting. Yep, I was told so as well by a person who is almost 30 years older than me, that actually it's much easier to get prostitute because she's gonna have lips bigger than mine, breast bigger than mine, and she might be skinnier than me or taller than me and all this stuff. But this person looked like a piece of garbage, and 120 kilograms or something like that, while I was 55, 56, 58 max. And well, you know, projection. Oh my god, girl, that is so true, because my husband was so fine, and while he still is, he doesn't look like the way he used to me. You see through a different lens, absolutely. I would say you stop seeing through a certain lens, through a pink lens, or pink glasses, because you no longer have those illusions, and you know, we easily can get used to beauty, we easily can get used to ugliness, and it's not always about that. It's most of the time it's not about that. We actually feel the person, how he treats us, how the person treats us and everything, and based on this, if we are not this narcissists or people who are like it's narcissists, who care about what other people think about what kind of partner they have by their side. Otherwise, even if they like you but other people don't approve you, they will tell you bad things about you, and they're not gonna love you. They let's say that they're not capable to love even themselves. They hate themselves. So when a person hates themselves itself, it's impossible for the person to love, genuinely love. They have no capacity, they have no capability to do that, to love someone, and they need approval of their partner. If someone says that, oh, your girlfriend she's a little bit too skinny, he will start to say you that you're too skinny, and another day someone will say that your girlfriend is a little bit too fat, and he will start again. As the same way as first I was pushed into changing my hair color to dark, because he wanted to. And in 2 days, he was telling me that I have to buy a wig, but I have to change the hair color to blonde, back to blonde. But you know, if girls watching me, it's super complicated to change hair color that drastically, especially when you did dark hair and then you have to go back to blonde. It's almost impossible. It's like it's ruining your hair, your length, quality of the hair. This is impossible. And this person was like insisting. There were scandals because someone told him that actually she looks much better with blonde hair. And I wasn't even in relationships with this person. I had working relationships with this person. I was a friend of this person. And still, I had to be perfect. And when someone says that, oh, like Blanche is better, and he's terrorizing me, telling me that you have to change your hair color because on the stage you're not good enough. Same shit. So it's not about appearance actually. It's for them it's about approval, because they don't see you as a real person. They see you as just some application to them, to their ego. And if you're good enough, they'll have you for a while. And girls and boys, when it comes to appearance, if it's not about health condition, and if a person says to you that you have to change your hair color, you have to lose a lot of weight or gain weight, if it's not about health, okay? Or you have to make operation on your breasts. Oh, this also I was told to do. This person doesn't love you, never loved and never will. Not a single person who loves you will say you such terrible things, that you're not enough, that you're not skinny enough, or you're not formosa, you don't have enough like meat on your bones, you know, your lips are not big enough, your eyebrows not good enough, your eye color not good enough. You, like here, no one loves you here, like in these relationships. This person sees you just as an instrument, just to show off, just like an accessory. There's no love. And remember that the moment when his taste might change, even if you do everything that he asks you to do, he will just throw you away like a garbage. He's no longer need you. So just say goodbye at the first, when the person starts to criticizing you, the first days, first words. Okay, you don't like it? Goodbye. Because I was stupid enough to stay. Whether it's work, whether it's friendship, whether it's relationships. In my good relationships, and I had good relationships, even when I was a little bit overweight, because I had some food problems by that time, my ex-fiancé told me that you're a Greek goddess, and it was really nice and everything. Never in my life told me that there was something wrong with me. Only when I was harming my health. Yes. At that time, my mental health, my physical health, yes. Otherwise, no. Now this person truly loved me. Now I understand that. But those who claim that they love you, they want to be with you, and say you some BS like this, no. We went too far into this. Okay. Next, going back to demon eye, how we perceive person. The demon eyes scare me so much. My chicken. Scare me so much because that is the way my dad looks at me, with such hate in his eyes. Actually, they hate you. Another good thing to note. As much as my birthday is coming up and I get lonely sometimes, I would rather have people around who truly love me. I found that my dad started acting like that since he started hanging out with my neveu riche cousins. New rich. Okay. He would be screaming at me 1 minute and then asking me if I wanted anything from the store the next. I can't live like this anymore, so we no longer speak. Typical. I mean, I have no comments. Typical. Happened to me too. Witnessing the shape-shifting before your very eyes has to be one of the most dramatically confusing things you will ever see. They literally look like completely different people. The little shaman talked about a fairly large study that found up to 75% of people who qualify for a cluster B personality disorder also qualify for a dissociative identity disorder diagnosis, formerly multiple personality disorder. I believe it. I wanted to say something about dissociative identity disorder diagnosis. Just a little remark that most of the serial killers and maniacs and thank you, my baby, for some music. Serial killers, maniacs, and monsters like this, they have dissociative identity disorder diagnosis. And I'll put somewhere here if I don't forget. I might forget. The cluster B personality disorder. There's a certain personality disorder I will find for you. I did in the previous video. So cluster B, what it is? It's dramatic, unpredictable cluster. It includes antisocial personality disorder. Antisocial personality disorder, to be precise, most of the people who we see in jails, we're not talking about substances, we're talking about other kind of crimes. Those are people with antisocial personality disorder. They have just this kind of borderline personality disorder is cluster B, histrionic personality disorder, and narcissistic personality disorder. So cluster B. Something about shaman. I shall find information about that, because sometimes I think it may be real. Because really we never know. Where we stopped? Yes, here we are. Found it. So again, the little shaman. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. Talked about fairly large studies that found up to 75% of people who qualify for a cluster. 75% of people. 75% of people. Huh? No way. Okay, borderline, quite common. For me, it's quite common. A narcissistic personality, I wouldn't say so. It's not that common, but unfortunately we see that quite often if we are certain type of people, especially when we had narcissists or borderlines in our family, and we are borderlines ourselves, because you know how borderline is formed. This is what is borderline, because some people don't know. I didn't know until some point, until doesn't matter until what point. So borderline personality disorder, here what it is actually formed thanks to PTSD or complex PTSD. Most of the time it's inevitable. So yeah. That was the most confusing. Didn't understand at the time, but she looked different. Thought maybe she changed her hair or different makeup. I saw them real hair then. Well, this topic is extremely complicated, it's extremely hard. I hope that you got something useful from it. If not, okay. Another video might be much more interesting, much more useful, because it's a progress, it's a process, and the more you do, the better it becomes. Don't forget about this, and about my video about 100 hours of practicing, because it really helps. I cannot. I wanted to give you advice: never get into the relationships with a narcissist. Yeah, not any kind, because it's super hard to leave. It's super hard to get out alive from these kind of relationships, especially when you partners, romantic partners. It's your husband, when it's your wife. Because there are so many. We heard about narcissistic stepmothers or narcissistic moms. It's also common. It's gonna be next video gonna be about that. Actually, my chicken has no rest. Anyways, I wish you luck. Never settle for people who don't love you, who use you as an instrument, because you're gonna regret. And one day when your pink glasses will break, you will realize, and it's gonna be too late, because you will lose so many opportunities, so many friendships, so many nice relationships, fulfilling and warm, amazing relationships. You will just miss them. You will not be able to experience them, because you will be with a narcissist who will never let you go, because you need to see the statistics of murders and who does that, or domestic violence. You're gonna be super surprised, and you don't want that in your life. I wish you happy life. I wish you calm, comfortable, warm, amazing life, and take good care of yourselves. See you soon.